not passing you the ball tonight.
Totally agree. You mentioned the 3-ball. Again, we're talking about LeBron as the front runner for MVP. So
yes.
I'm not nitpicking here. I'm just fact-checking. So here's what I see. LeBron goes 1 of 5 from 3 last night. So in 9 games in February, so far in the month of February, he's 15 of 56 from the three-point line. That's 27%.
Yeah.
He has now plummeted to 37% for the year from the three-point line, and we have a bet on 38 or better, right?
Yeah, so, yeah. We'll be at 38. We'll be at about 38.6, 38.3 by Saturday night after we do this job on Miami.
Oh, really? So what's he going to go, like 6 of 8 or so, something like that?
I'm thinking, yeah, Skip. I'm thinking about 7. I'm thinking like 7 of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you like to bet 7 cases on 7 of 10? I will if you like it.
You already look. Skip, I see what you're trying to do. You're in an advantageous situation, like you said. You're playing with Shannon's due already. You got 7 cases of my due, so you just want me to just willy-nilly try to get it all back at once. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be very methodical in how I get my due back. But, Skip, back to the game. I think you will agree. When you go minus 30 from the three-point line, you allow someone to make 18. They shoot 46%. It wasn't like they was 18 or 60. They was 18 of what? I think 46. When you go minus 30.
39. 18 or 39. That's
18 or 39.
46%. Yeah.
46. So when you go minus 30 from the three-point line, Skip, I don't know how you overcome that.
Okay. You overcome it when the best player on the planet, according to you, makes, I don't know, 4 or 5 threes of his own, and he goes 1 of 5.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He was 1 of 6. But that's my thing, Skip. Yes, even if he goes for, say, so now they're 10 of what? 10 of, so they're 10. So he makes 3 threes. They're 11 of 30. That's still, Skip, you still minus 21.
Okay,
you're
right.
You can't have that big a discrepancy.
I actually gave him 1 because he's actually 1 of 6 from 3. Yeah. And by the way, speaking of three-point shooting, do you realize that he's developed this disturbing habit of shooting air balls in games? I'm seeing more and more air balls. It seems like on a nightly basis he shoots an air ball because he shot one in the 4th quarter after he finally made his first 3 on a wide-open corner 3. He caps it off by trying to step back on Jeff Green and just completely misses everything. So if we could just remind everybody of what his three-point shooting looked like last night, could we see the totality of his three-point shooting, please?
Yeah, he tried to walk into one right there.
Ooh, close.
Skip, that was halfway down. Skip, that was halfway down.
That was LeBrick. And here we go, step back on Joe Harris, not even close. And then here we go. It's just too far out. Just couldn't get it there. Yeah. Then this is his turnover, but it comes back. Jeff Green turns it right back over, and Gasol kicks it to LeBron. Wide open, and he made it. Way to go, LeBron. Love that. But then he says, I got a hot hand. I think he missed that by a foot left.
Yeah.
Shannon, what are you doing? So now we're seeing more and more air balls. We're seeing he's airballed a free throw lately, and then he had 2 air balls at Minnesota, and then that one last night. By the way, could we just see all those air balls just to remind everybody?
No,
I don't know. Do we have them?
Can we keep it on the game?
Maybe we don't have them.
Can we keep it on the game?
Can we keep it on? Oh, that was just back on February 8th.
Can we keep it on the game last night?
2 feet short, and then this opened the game at Minnesota. LeBron. Nothing but air. And then LeBron, logo 3 at Minnesota on Monday night, nothing but net, except it didn't go through the basket first. And then that one last night capped it off wide left by about a foot. So, Shannon, we always called Michael Jordan his airness, and I'm starting to call LeBron his airballness, right? Because he's just missing threes left and right. It's become routine that we can't go a game with LeBron without 1 air ball. I don't get it. If he's the best player on the planet, he at least needs to hit the rim, right?
Can we keep the focus on last night's game?
Okay, I do. And yet, it was a vintage LeBron game last night because he did make 3 or 4 fancy dancy fallaways. You know, they're cool to watch. He made the one on Jeff Green from the far corner, and I don't even know, he had no angle, and he got it up over the backboard and dropped it right down the chimney for it was the shot of the game. He had a big thunder dunk on top of that. So I'm sure most LeBron fans walked away from this game saying, oh, that was an MVP game, because, as you said, he put up his 32 points and you know, for what it's worth, 8 rebounds and 8 assists. Not bad. But if you really look deeper into the numbers, he was only 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Only 3 of 6? You should have shot 12, 14, 15 free throws.
Well, Skip, I mean, he did, he drove the ball. And sometimes I think he spends a lot of time arguing with calls with the officials, is that when he doesn't get the call. And I think it gets frustrating because he and KCP, you see the guys do a lot of arguing with calls, and we see that happening more and more. Now, I do think there was a block last night. I don't think that was a foul that Trez had on DeAndre Jordan. Skip, he just knocked the ball out of his hands from behind, and they called a foul. So I get the frustration.
It was a big swipe, though. I don't know. I think he got some body or there was some skin on skin.
But, Skip, my thing was, I'm like, Frank, you're down 24. What the hell are you saving that challenge for?
Okay.
It's not like it's going to come into effect at some point in time in the ball game. Go ahead and use it. I mean, Skip, if I'm down by 20 points and the call looks close, I'm going to call it. I'm going to go ahead and use my challenge, because what am I saving it for?
Okay.
But I just say, look, give the Nets credit, Skip. I don't want to just talk about what the Lakers didn't do. I think we need to give some credit to the Nets for what they did do. They had tremendous ball movement. I saw a couple of threes. They passed the ball like 5 or 6 times. It was like somebody's about to shoot it. No, I think he has a better shot. He's about to shoot it. No, he has an even better shot than what I was about to take. And so they did a great job of ball movement. James Harden and Kyrie did a great job. Like I said, it wasn't James Harden and Kyrie that really did the damage. It was the role guys. It was the guys that have small parts in the movie that really took the movie over.
Okay, so just to finish this off, LeBron finally made a 3, which cut the lead to 20 points in the fourth quarter. So that 1 3 that he did make of the 6 attempts had no impact on the game.
Right, exactly.
And again, 3 of 6 free throws, so now he's fallen off to 70% free throw shooting for the year. And just for the record, just in the MVP context, LeBron now ranks among three-point shooters for the year. He's, as we said, fallen to 37%. He's 104th in the NBA in three-point shooting. In free throw shooting, he's fallen to 101st in the league. So in three-point shooting and free throw shooting, LeBron James, the MVP frontrunner, does not rank in the top 100 in the NBA in either category, just for the record. And he is tied for second in turnovers now, but he's only 3 short of Luka's league-leading turnovers. So he's high in turnovers, poor three-point shooting, poor free throw shooting, but he's still the front runner for MVP because he scored 32 last night against the Nets.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. That's like saying, well, Tom Brady is not great at scrambling. He's not great at throwing the ball out of the pocket. So therefore, we're going to disqualify all the other great attributes that he possessed. You wouldn't do that. So, no, I don't think you should do that with LeBron. Yes, that is a small part. Free throw shooting, yes. LeBron should be better at shooting free throws because, like I said, they're free. There's no one challenging the shot. I get that. Yes, I would like to see him shoot a higher percentage from the three-point line. But when you look at the totality, and this is what people do, they look at what he's doing and the weight, the onus that he's actually carrying. I think that's what gives it the credence, Skip, that he is the MVP frontrunner. But, Skip, it's not like he's 35 yards ahead of everybody else. This might be the closest race in NBA history because there's so many. I don't think there's going to be a team that runs away with it. It's not going to be like Steph with 73 and 9, or they go 67 and 15, or, you know, somebody has a Giannis where he finishes #1 in PR and they win 60-plus games. I don't believe you're going to see a scenario like that. I believe it's going to be very, very congested, and somebody's going to win an MVP in the closest race probably of the top 3, top 4 in NBA history.
Okay, bottom line, final question off last night's game. Was that a finals preview, Shannon Sharp?
Skip, I'm concerned now because, like you said, they said, okay, AD is going to be evaluated in 2 to 3 weeks. Now they pushed it back. Now you've got Schroeder, and now Schroeder's in protocol.
Yep.
So how long is Schroeder going to be gone? What, 3, 4 games? So now your second and third best players, he's going to have to go it alone for, at least 1 week without Schroeder and possibly another 3 to 4 weeks, a month without AD. So it's gonna be hard. Skip, if he can keep this team in the top 2, top 3 over the next month, yes, Skip, I believe he's gonna be the MVP. Because considering what he's gonna be up against in the West, yeah. But I don't know, Skip. I really don't, because AD, and if he comes back, Skip, you know what happens when you start getting nicked during the season, and these games are coming up every other day. How do you ever get healthy? And how do you stay healthy? Because he has a flare-up in the playoffs. He's shut down for the rest of the playoffs.
Bottom line to this conversation, LaShannon Sharp has lost confidence in his Lakers making it back to the finals.
Yeah, Skip, without AD and absolutely. I said that at the time, Skip.
Okay.
I said at the time, if AD is not healthy, they're not going to the NBA Finals.
I restate my case. The team in the Staples basement, known as the Clippers, will make it out of the West to the finals and play the Brooklyn Nets. Nothing but
Skip.
Nets.
Hold on, Skip. You better worry about your guys. Paul George hadn't played in a minute. Kawhi has a leg contusion. Now, you know these injuries could possibly reoccur.
Minor and minor. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, it's a little worrisome with AD, considering now they're saying 4 weeks. Is that actually 5? Is that actually 6? He's had injuries, guys.
Exactly.
It's something to think about.